It's been almost a month since our last episode of this here on the channel, and that is the absolute best update ideas thought up by the very talented individuals inside the Brawl Stars community. I think we can all agree Brawl Stars wouldn't be where it's at today without these incredible ideas and effort from you guys out there in the community. So I find this episode pretty dang important to do from time to time to have fun with the ideas as well as shed light on the talented individuals that work so hard that might not be getting the recognition that they need. So I want to start things off here today with some fun gear ideas. I'm sure you guys can come to expect that some of the most popular ideas on the Brawl Stars Reddit right now are in regards to gears given the last update, right? But I want to start off with this one from unidentified user 13 days ago. Some epic gear ideas. I feel like most of the ideas are for Mythic gears right now, so it's a nice change. Take a look at this one. Nearby protection. Brawlers receive 25% less damage from Brawlers 2.5 tiles nearby. Might get a little bit interesting for certain brawlers that do most of their damage up close, right? This would be a substantial nerf to them, but I really enjoy the thinking outside the box with this gear. But as we get into a few other ones, they start to get really fun. We have rapid attacks. Unload speed and projectile speed is increased by 30%. So not a reload speed, why not an unload speed or projectile speed increase? I find that really interesting if you ask me. You guys remember when Colonel Russ was first introduced to the game, he was busted because he had literally no lag to his unload speed of his ammo, so it was very bursty. I feel like that'd be a fun element to have increased or decreased in the game. What do you guys think? Moving along to another gear idea here by Sad Guy 17 days ago. When I first saw this, my eyes lit up. So simple, but it would make him so much more fun. A mythic gear for 8-bit that allows him to walk 30% faster. He might be incredibly broken because of this. Can you imagine using this plus speed gear on top of it, plus his station? Oh my gosh, that would get wild. But I found it pretty dang cool. Seeing that mythic gears are more brawler specific, this would definitely address a kind of problem area for 8-bit, right? He's the slowest character in the game. Moving away from gears for the time being, we will be sprinkling a few more in from time to time, seeing that they are so freaking fun to look at. But I found this idea kind of interesting, if you ask me, seeing that a new box is coming to the game. People are also creating concepts of additional new boxes. We have Antan Z 22 days ago, club box idea. I highly doubt it's just me, but ever since the removal of gear tokens as well as scrap, the club league shop seems a little bit barren. It'd be cool to have a more progression based item in there, like a box of some sort. So why not an exclusive box for the club league? Now I feel like when it comes to like a club league box, there's so much potential of what could be inside of it, but this is this individual's rendition. The club box is based on the mega box, but with two changes. You can't get a brawler out of it, and you can get brawler pins. Chances for the pins, 25% for common, 10% for rare, and 2% for epic. But you know, with all this discussion that maybe brawl boxes could be removed from the game, this might be kind of, I don't know, not super it. Yo, I thought this was such a good idea from It's All Taken Bruh 7 days ago. A slight tweak to the true silver and true gold skins. Instead of just the default basic attack, they would also get changes to the color of their basic attack. How sick would that be? Golden basic attacks. And seeing that coins have a little bit more weight behind them nowadays, seeing that literally the entire progression based on gears is now coins, as well as you can purchase star powers and gadgets in the shop now for coins, I feel like the decision of buying a true gold skin is that much more difficult. So maybe having more to it might entice individuals to actually jump on that purchase, or just, you know, make it a little bit more worth it if you're gonna drop 25,000 coins. My gosh, dude. One of my favorite update ideas from Pineapple 00717. This guy's been popping up with phenomenal update concepts here recently on Reddit, but this was made 5 days ago. Guys, I've been kind of preaching this for a while now. True potential mode idea. A mode where brawlers are equipped with 2 star powers, 2 gadgets, and 5 gears of your choice. So a full build. I've been really dying for just a crazy game mode where it would allow you to test the limits of certain brawlers in the game, kind of treading along that line of like star power and gadget glitches, where it's more testing and just complete fun. I feel like this would be a great game mode for the special event game modes, which in my opinion have been a little bit more on the unpopular side of things. Even though a newer one was implemented into the game, people don't necessarily play them a whole lot. I guarantee people would be playing this one, dude. And we even got a response from Danny here. Danny is the GOAT when it comes to responses on Reddit. He's very active over here, but as you can see, screaming emote, he is excited, I believe. Pretty dang cool. Maybe some potential behind this idea. Dude, I laughed so freaking hard when I saw this. This might help out the toxicity in the game. If you're not a fan of the BM with the red thumbs down pin, we have budget judgment 1820, 26 days ago. Idea, dislike pin should cost gems. You gotta pay to be toxic. This got quite a few upvotes in the community. One of the more popular update ideas in quite some time. I thought it was funny as heck. Dude, me and Pumpkin Cat 14 would get along very nicely. As you can see here, 3rd star power ideas for Mortis, Dynamite, and Colt. What a freaking legend. But starting off with the Mortis here, Sharper Shovel. Mortis's long dash deals 10% more damage. Interesting. Next up for Dyna. I love this one. The Canary. Dynamite's pet canary joins the Brawl. It spawns whenever he throws his super. This might be kind of helpful if you know maybe a Mortis or like an aggro brawler's around you. Any added DPS or help on that end would definitely be useful for Dyna. And then we have Colt here. Fresh Air. Every time Colt destroys a wall, he heals 400 health, kind of along the same lines as Rico's gadget. I had to save this one for a little bit later on in the video because, guys, I truly think this is my favorite idea I've seen in a very long time, and I have been begging for months, even years, for this to be a thing. Pineapple 00717 once again coming in clutch. Mystery mode rework, mode of madness concept. We all know mystery mode in the game. Why not make it even more crazy, dude? As you can see, he is implementing star power, gadget, and gear swapping mechanics to this game mode, dude. Oh my gosh, this is a dream come true. Dude, when star power and gadget glitches were actually working, it was probably my favorite time playing Brawl Stars. Being able to test out different abilities in just really fun ways was just so much fun. And seeing that we weren't able to actually utilize this up against each other, it opens up a completely different door of fun possibilities. This game mode would turn into who can find the most broken combination between star power, gadget, and gear swaps here, right? It would be fun to kind of tinker and try to find those combos. I'm not sure if this would have any place in a game mode where trophies would be at stake, you know what I mean? But dude, put this into a special event game mode, man, and I am all for it. We just need flat out fun, crazy fun game modes here to pass the time if we're not like in the mood to grind out trophies or take the game as serious. Moving along to some more star power ideas by Pumpkin Cat 14 once again coming in clutch. One here for Meg, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I would adore this star power over the detonation star power that she has. I feel like that one never gets utilized in Brawl Stars right now, but it's called Steel Will. Meg's max health decays 50% slower. Might be a little bit broken if you ask me, but I feel like if you find that right percentage decay slower, it would be a pretty interesting star power. Moving along to one for Colette called Gimme. Colette's first shot deals 20% more damage. This could get really, really wild though. 20% buff on the first basic attack, kind of reminding me of Lola's mechanic where it's her last ammo. It would be Colette's first ammo. But dude, the amount of damage that she already does to tanks, could you imagine that crazy damage plus an additional 20% on top of that? It would get kind of wild here, but I found it really interesting for Colette. And then lastly, we have one for Mr. P here, Defend Order. Mr. P gains a charge bar. If the bar is full and Mr. P falls below 30% health, 4 weak porters spawn around him. That is so dang cool. Again, maybe a little bit broken, but so so freaking cool, dude. I just love the creativity from some people out there inside the community. Some of these ideas are just so cool. I know we've been talking a lot about Pineapple 00717, but dude, he is just crushing it on Reddit, bringing forth so many amazing ideas. And I'm sure a lot of you guys have already seen this post floating around inside the Brawl Stars community, but I at least wanted to mention it to all of you guys, seeing that it is a phenomenal post. We have Danny responding to this one as well, saying, let's go. He's very excited about mythic gear ideas for every single brawler in the game. Crazy amount of effort. Let's go over maybe some of my favorite brawlers so we can get a look-see. Here, one for Colt. Colt Super now fires an additional 4 bullets. I feel like that'd be perfect for a mythic gear. I've been seeing a lot of people getting really crazy intricate with these mythic gears, which I feel like the whole vibe of the gear shouldn't necessarily be like one of a star power. It should be just kind of like a stat boost that is more specific to their character. It's what we've seen from the other gears in the game thus far, and I feel like it's a good feeling for a mythic gear, right? How about Dynamite? Delay of Dynamite Super reduced by 0.3 seconds. That would really mess up double and triple jumps, but I feel like it'd be pretty dang good for like demolition mics out there. Dude, Tick gets so much hate. When are you planning to remove him, Supercell? But yeah, it's just wild. Leon's here, plus 2 seconds to his super. That would be wild with Invisi-Heal, an extra 2000 HP. But skipping to the end where we have Mortis here, it's labeled under chromatic, but hey, who the heck cares? Mortis will recharge 10% of his ammo when hitting air. We've already discussed this concept for a mythic gear on Mortis. I think it might have been brought forth by Pineapple, but if not, if this is reoccurring, dude, this idea for Mortis is sick. It's one of my favorite ways to play Mortis, utilizing your basic attack for mobility, not necessarily camping on it so you can wait for a coiled snake, and kind of being like a glorified Edgar. You jump in, try to get out, and just hide in a bush, wait for your coiled snake, and do it. I feel like this gear would reward more like scrappy, dodging gameplay with Mortis, which I find the most compelling with the characters. So dude, please, Supercell, if you're watching this, we need this gear for Mortis. 1 for 1. I love this thing. But as we're nearing the end of this video here today, as we always do, it's time to take a look at a few different brawler concepts. Taking a look at this one by Puzzleheaded, and it's a little bit different than what we're normally used to because this has no mechanical concepts behind it. It's just artwork, which I felt like it was pretty dang important to bring it up because the person did a really good job. The talent from individuals in the community is just wild. Really like the character design, and they had mentioned that they would like this character to go into the Gold Arm Gang trio, which I felt like it was fitting. Really interesting character. But then for our last brawler concept with actual mechanics we can take a look at is made by Clash Royale 16, made 134 days ago. Really enjoying the artwork and the concept. We have Candy here, a chromatic brawler. Look at that artwork, dude. It's so freaking cool. But getting into the specifics here, starting off with her attack. Candy spins, swinging a giant lollipop in a 360 manner, dealing damage to enemies around her. Damage 1,350. You can use her attack while moving, and Candy will dash a bit forward and deal damage while spinning. Tapping the attack will still unleash her 360 attack, but she will remain stationary. It's kind of like a Mortis vibe, but definitely a melee brawler. They mentioned that the dash would be a little bit less than the distance of Mortis, which, guys, hey, I would actually be okay with Mortis's dash being less of a distance because you can unload your damage quicker, right? So there's no animation lag. But then we have the super gummy worms. When used, 3 bars appear over the super button, indicating she has 3 gummy worm lassos she can use. She then throws a lasso at an enemy, dealing damage and tying up enemies, keeping them stuck for 3.5 seconds. Enemies can save their tied up teammates. The gummy worm lasso have 800 hit points, so you would have to shoot at your teammates. Aren't these mechanics really interesting? And then of course we have the star power and gadgets there, but it would just be a little bit too much reading, but I'll leave it up on the screen for you guys if you'd like to take a screenshot and look into this a little bit further. But yeah, dude, the mechanics of Candy here sound so incredibly fun. I really enjoy melee brawlers, so maybe I'm a bit biased, but I find her build fun as heck. But that's just about all I got for you here in this episode. Again, again, so much talent out there in the community and not enough recognition, if you ask me. Be sure to support these things if you guys see an idea that you really like, because this stuff takes effort and they're not really getting compensated in any way for it. So much props to all of you guys coming up with really great ideas and pushing this game forward in a major way. But yeah, everyone, hope you all enjoyed the video. Make sure to keep having fun with Brawl Stars, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Adios and take care.